Alright, this is going to be a tutorial, a little video ride along for things to do when you're farming spin metal on Earth, knocking out bounties, how to do several things at once, all in the Cosmodrome area. It's pretty simple. A lot of things to do, a lot of areas. Kind of the area we're going to focus on is up at the rocket yard for the meat of the spin metal and chest farming. The first stop, any stop in the Cosmodrome, is going to be this first area to see if you can knock out a couple quick of the kill all the enemies type bounties. If there's any available, always go down here to check. The second stop along the way is this first building, kill all the fallen in this area. Once these guys are dead, if the guys to the east in that pool that get dropped off by the airship are dead, you can go down to the bottom of these steps. Wait for a second. When you see the red pop back up, that means these guys are spawning again. Some people are using this for a newer loot cave spawn. It's not the best loot cave type farming area, especially if there's dudes running through messing up the enemy spawns. You can also use it for the overcharge bounty to get your double shots with the fusion rifle. The moon missions are probably best for that with the hive swarms. Especially since most of those guys are always going to be lower leveled anyway. If you're in mission and you don't get people coming through messing up the spawns, that's the best way to guarantee that you're going to get the spawns you want from the enemies that you want. So I've always gone to the moon and I just do the first moon mission where you search the dead guardian and you've woken the hive. Pretty easy to get the overcharge bounty there. If the guys downstairs are not spawning, it means you got to come out here and clear out this area. Once this area is clear, you can return, go back downstairs, rest and repeat. But like I said, this isn't the best area, but it's free country. Do what you want. Farm away. Feel free to farm away. Ooh, check out that crotch shot, son. So what I'm going to do here, go downstairs. I will whip out the fusion rifle here in a second and show you that it can be done. If I'm doing the Cosmodrome Patrol bounty, if I'm doing 9,000 experience without dying or any of those easier missions, I'll come here to do it just because I can catch a public event. The Cosmodrome is probably one of the best areas to continuously move back and forth. If you're keeping a pretty good eye on the timer, you can set a pretty good route to catch devil walkers, war sats, boss kills, and all the different areas. I actually do not go to the Forgotten Shore that often. I kind of stay between the Month Yard and the Rocket Yard, back and forth. So now we're going to go through it's a sped up route. Go through the building. You don't have to stop and shoot these guys, but I did have a bounty for some of the Cosmodrome enemies to kill, so knock those out. Cordon little miniature bounty is complete. As you can see, the thing I did there was I fired up the one of 40 or so ether seeds that I had available. This area here, the divide, is a pretty good area. It's a little bit more spread out, and the chest spawns seem to be a tad bit more random. Sometimes they're pretty frequent. Most of the times they're sporadic at best. I don't know where to find the chest spawns, but there are some rooms that shoot off to the side of the overall area. Call it an arena. Plenty of spin metal spots where I wouldn't say guaranteed, but with pretty consistent repetition. You can comb through this area, learn where the spin metal blooms are found. It's pretty easy to rack up pretty quick if you're it will definitely help speed things along. I actually don't farm spin metal just for weapon upgrades. If I'm in the area, I'm going to pick it up, and once I hit about 70, 65 to 70, I'll go ahead and turn in 50 to the Crucible Quartermaster. Sometimes you can get lucky and get some upgrade materials. Mostly it's just 250 Glimmer and some Crucible points towards your overall Crucible rank. Not really Crucible marks, mind you. So now we're going to go to the Rocket Yard. This is the This is probably the best, as far as Earth is concerned, the best farming area. If you see spin metal in this first area, sometimes you can pick it up and then go back out to that loading point and come back and it'll still be there, so you can repeatedly farm the same spin metal bloom over and over and over. This corner here, where the fallen spawn out of that cave, and some people try to turn it into loot cave version whatever number .0. There are 3 chest spawns. Inside chests are always going to be the human type chests. Outside are going to be the vandal type chests. Not a great area for getting engrams, but if random is random, this area is just as good as any. There are enemies in each area and they're guaranteed to respawn once you move a certain distance past them. Each one of these rooms all around the arena have a chance to spawn a chest every 30 seconds or so if you're far enough distance away to give the area a quick refresh. It's the best way to do it, is to not keep going in each room over and over and over, but get a lap. I usually do it around the outside of the area. Once one lap is complete, turn around. You can go back the opposite way or kill the fallen and the hive that are shooting at each other. And the little miniature gun battle that's taking place. Wipe those dudes out and keep going in the same clockwise motion. Make sure when you go in these rooms, there's a desk at the back of these rooms. Sometimes those chests can be actually hidden behind that desk, and it's flush with the edge of the desk, and you can barely see the green lights on the chest. This corner here has 3 spots. There's one in the dumpster and that one in the corner, so you see I got 2 chests in this one spot. I have seen it where there's 3 before. With this high number of chest spawns, it's actually pretty, I wouldn't say common, but it's a lot easier to get the overstuffed chest where you'll get 8 or 10 spin metal. You'll get 3 or 4 items per chest. It's actually more common here than I've seen other places. I've seen a couple on Venus at the Ember Caves, but not entirely common enough to where you could say, yeah, it's going to happen. But the sheer number of chests that do spawn, as you can see here, I'm kind of going back the opposite direction. The number of chests that do spawn, this is going to make it a lot easier to pick up extra spin metal, and I wouldn't rely too much on getting good gear from this area, or any of these areas, but like I said, random is random. It is possible to get some blue engrams from time to time. You can loot cave these hive that spawn out of this door over here. Depending on where you're standing, if you back up enough, you can put a rocket down range. If the impact's right, if you hit on the ground close enough to all of them to get a blast radius to kill them all, it's a pretty good way to farm, if not engrams, maybe farm some more ammo if you need to get some, if you're just looking for hive kills. This is as good as any to try to get your headshots. Hive headshots are pretty easy. The vandals and dregs are low level enough to where one-shot headshots, especially if you're using I've got a purple legendary level pistol, does make it pretty easy to get headshots. It's pretty accurate. Even got a couple critical hits here even from this far away. What you want to always do if you're patrolling the Cosmodrome, don't just do a farm and run, but always try to do 2 things at once. Don't just do a chest run. Might as well get some Vanguard marks while you're at it. Try to maximize your time spent patrolling the Cosmodrome. Thanks for watching.